Hey guys, what is up? It is your friendly Nobody Was Here, back again with another Isaac Breaking Run. This time we're going to start with 2020 and get right into it. 2020 is just too much fun to pass up. It's too good. It really is, like, just one of the most fun items in the game, I think. Just because of the way that it interacts with other items, honestly. Oh, come on. Alright, so Super Envy sucks. There's no changing that, unfortunately. No matter what you do, Super Envy is not fun in the slightest, so it is worth noting that I'm taking the exact worst strategy, the quantifiable worst strategy to fight Super Envy, which is break him down into as many tiny pieces as possible, and of course get hit by them. That's a very important part. So here's the worst part, is that Envy gives Shoop de Whoop. Okay, it's an interesting card. He gives Shoop de Whoop or a Troll Bomb, and that's what he drops. So, how cool. This room sucks, by the way. This is actually one of my least favorite rooms in the game. And it's not even like a guaranteed damage room. I just actually snaked a diagonal shot through a gap between two touching pots, so that's kind of nuts, actually. Okay, alright. There we go. Alright, we should be pretty much good in this room. This room sucks mostly just because of the fact that spiders suck. And I don't know if you noticed, but there were some spiders in that room. Alright, another big room in the cellar. Alright, this one's fine. I can live with 4 enemies. That's fine. I can do this. The only problem is, of course, spiders. That's seriously, like, most people hate the cellar just because of the haunt. I agree, the haunt sucks ass. But, honestly, my main issue with the cellar is just the fact that spiders are the most common enemy. And spiders suck dick. Oh my god, they just suck so much. I could have re-rolled the Shoop de Whoop. I was thinking whether or not I could have re-rolled the Shoop de Whoop, but I really wanted to kind of ensure that I had a re-roll ready for the boss item. But I could have re-rolled it. There were plenty of rooms in this floor. Okay, more spiders, yep. And Trites, the spider's bigger, much more douchey brother. Which are technically spiders themselves, but the enemy name is Trite. Alright, Black Widow is pretty okay. Not a great boss, just because of the double spiders, but low health pool. Kind of just, you know, it doesn't spawn the nubs that spawn spiders, which is my main issue with regular Widow. I will reroll. Not gonna be a fun run, is it? That's a bad omen. At least we got basement too. Jesus. Okay, alright, okay. Whew. Alright, so here's the difficult part. Nice. And of course it's fucking golden chest. Yeah, okay. I get it. I get it. I'm not allowed to get, spirit hearts, ever. Literally ever. It's just not allowed to happen. I get it. No, I totally understand it. I do. But I would like that to not be the case for, like, I don't know, 8 seconds, give or take. Hematemesis is not my idea of a good pill. The game may disagree with me there. Miter, however, is my idea of a good item. I mean, the thought kind of depended on pill being the subject, but obviously the miter's not a pill, it is just an item. A damn good one, though. Damn good one. Miter, if you don't know... Oh, come on, Trites. Come on, motherfuckers. Yeah, there you go. Just space jam me from across the goddamn globe. There we go. Okay. Whew, okay. The Miter increases the drop rate of Spirit Hearts. Dramatically so, in fact. I don't quite remember if it replaces red hearts or if it just is a super high chance of spirit hearts. I honestly don't remember. We'll find out momentarily, probably. That's double. That's real good. These are huge floors. Like, holy crap, actually. This is nuts. Because the first floor was big enough that I could have re-rolled after completing one room, and there were still... Let's just pop this, get it out of the way, and get money. And there were enough rooms to get that re-roll back before the boss, which is crazy. And this floor has been similar. Similarly ridiculous in terms of size. Like how many? 1, 2... Well, there's 3 huge rooms, 3 regular so far. There might be more regular size rooms. I mean, right there, though, that's 9 room tiles of floor. Without including the special rooms. That's literally just enemies, right? And there's potential for more. Which is crazy. Yes, please. No, thank you. Brimstone doesn't work with 2020, but I haven't had Brimstone in a long-ass time in these runs. That's real good. Okay. Alright, so those didn't turn into Spirit Hearts, which leads me to believe that it's just an increase in drop rate on Spirit Hearts. I do know for a fact that one of the items that increases the chance of Spirit Hearts dropping, in fact, it's Black Hearts. It's the Demon's Tail. Wow, what a huge floor. Demon's Tail straight up decreases the chance of all hearts dropping, but I think it's like 99% of dropped hearts are Black Hearts. Because I've definitely seen red hearts with Demon's Tail. It's definitely, it doesn't remove them entirely, it just decreases the chance of them happening dramatically so. Oh god, alright, we won. And by the way, look at that. I got 3 charges after like fully exploring the floor, at least to refill my charge that was used on the final room. That's crazy. That floor was, I guess it was 9 charge? So, wait, no. Yeah, it was like a 9 charge floor, which is nuts for basement. You're not what I want, Brother Bobby. But I'm not going to take you, of course. Even though you are a technically a DPS upgrade. DPS increase, I suppose, not really an upgrade. Alright. Yeah, health up is sweet. Are You a Wizard does not do anything. But yeah, I'm not taking Brother Bobby, of course, for the fact that I can re-roll it, and I'm guaranteed to get that deal with the devil. Because of Goathead. What was that noise I just made? It was like a nah. That should be the what is it even called? I found pills, is that? I think so. Yeah, I found pills. God, also neon purple laser is the best laser, hands down. But yeah, that should be the new noise instead of a blah. It should be more of a. They're both pretty good sounds, to be completely honest with you. And to toot my own horn, of course. I don't know, I do kind of like the fact that the current sound sounds like Meatwad. Blah. That wasn't a very good one. The first one was much better. I apologize. I've shamed my ancestors. Alright, so I don't need to tell you, probably, that Brimstone with Spoonbenders fucking ridicky donk. However, if I do need to tell you that, there it is. So, there you go. But it's ridicky donk. It's just ridiculous, actually. It's probably one of the best 2-item combos in the game. Aside from combos that just win, This is the probably. I'm trying to think. What's a combo that just wins? Oh, Mom's Knife Polyphemus. That's a good combo that just automatically wins. Like actually just auto win. I don't know. You can't lose a run with that. I don't think so, at least. That gives you enough damage to one-shot every single boss in the game. No exceptions. Like, it actually does. That's true. That's an entirely true fact. That's not me being hyperbolic like usual. That's legitimately the case. Which makes it hilarious. Okay, so we're getting a little Chad dropping. So, that's the question. Do I think a Devil Deal or a boss item is worth rerolling more? I'm gonna actually reroll the Devil Deal. Glad I did. I am also just gonna take Little Chad. He's not great, obviously, but we do have a Temperance card, which I do want to cash in on at some point, and Little Chad allows us to cash in on it a bit harder. In fact, this seems like the floor to do it, for sure. I just need a little bit more health, probably. I don't know if, I mean, technically 3 health is enough to cash in on it. Any amount of health is, but I would like a bit more. Although I would make the argument to say that 1 health, 1 red heart isn't enough to cash in. Obviously 0 wouldn't be, but I'm excluding that for very obvious reasons. I would like that fire to die. Double keys with a reroll ready to go. I'm just going to take this because I'm not going to have consumable woes at any point in this run because of what I have picked up. I don't know if I want to blow this guy up yet. I'm going to keep him around just in case. Also, reminder that I do have Goat Head. This is more of a reminder to myself than you, but I do have Goat Head. And the reason I'm reminding myself of that, this is pretty good actually. The reason I'm reminding myself of that is because we do have battery on this floor. Now, do I want to cheese Krampus? Not really. That's a lot of effort. I'll take up the pentagram, absolutely. Seems reasonable, and I will not use a key to enter this. What I can do, which is pretty sweet. Come on, whatever, that's probably center enough. I always try to get it way more centered than is truly required. Right, on the other side is how this works, okay. But I will not waste a key, as I do have plenty of BAMs to throw down right there. Yes please. And yes please. And I'm leaving through that door just to open that up in case I'm stupid and want to go back in and don't want to go around and, you know, all that sort of stuff. 2-key door. Of course they bounce in a perfect manner. I don't actually know if I would have been able to dodge that no matter what. That was one of those bounces that was just really awful. So I'm not sure actually. Obviously 1 bomb for 2 bombs is a worthy trade. Okay, so where do we want to cash in? Probably back here. This makes the most sense, right? Is this a yoke? Are you yoking? I don't really mind. It's not a huge deal. But are you yoking? Do get to check this out. I'm gonna do it. Could have been better. Could have been worse. That's for sure. Oh, come on. I was not in range and you know it. Charge time. Okay. Mega Maw. Bleh. 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 Okay. Easy enough. Ultra Pride. Pretty much exactly what I want. Left hand is real good here. Probably. Here's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do this. An actual legitimate use of rainbow poop. Seen it here first, folks. The bean is not good, so we have 3 batteries laying on the ground. Tree hole batteries. That's pretty good. Definitely not upset about it. I am upset about how slow I'm going, but that's okay. You can go slow when you're going strong, you know? You know what I'm saying? Picking up what I'm putting down. I sure hope so. I didn't put it down there for as a permanent. You know what? Whatever. I just wanted to look. I just wanted to see more rooms. If there's enough room to get another full recharge, that'll be awesome. If there's not, which is most likely, then whatever. Whatever. We're missing out on 1 charge on the next floor, which shouldn't matter at all. Okay, get this one out of the way. Really hoping, and that's only if we need to use all the batteries on this floor. Which, we'll see. We'll see. We have to use all the batteries on this floor. It's not literally required, but it's basically required. I'm really not liking how many of these rooms I can't just walk a straight line through and have to do weird motions to get around. Hang on. Oh, we don't. Right, I already picked it up. Ah, dicks. Is there a battery in here, though? Not dicks. Do I even want to backtrack for it? It's Spider Baby. It's so irrelevant. Well, if I had remembered that, or looked at the map, I probably would have taken the knife. That's okay. I'm not too broken up about it. Sweet. So this is a complete freebie, by the way. All this shit's a freebie. Like, super... super free. Because now that room is just cleared. Well, it's not cleared, I just can't begin it. Which is fine. Yeah, I'll take a battery. Might also take that key. We'll see how the key drops fare on this floor. And we do have a key here, which I think I'm just going to grab right now. Because it comes along with 1 penny. 1 bomb for 1 penny and 1 key is actually one of the better trades that I've seen in a while. Okay. So what I am going to do is I am going to actually go to the 1 more room right now. Reason being, there's a battery in the shop that I can, that I can take along with me, so I can have a double reroll on the boss. Although I could, it's probably better to actually do this instead. I don't, this feels very uncomfortable. Okay. You know what? That's fine. Missing page 2 is absolutely irrelevant, except for the fact that it gives it black heart, but that's okay. Sometimes irrelevant's okay. I'll happily take this full health. So there should be enough rooms to get another full charge. Probably. So far it's looking pretty good. Okay, it looks like we're gonna be alright on keys. Don't need the magician card, because we have a permanent magician card anyway. I'm just gonna take it because I think it's fine and I really don't want to backtrack this far. Also, it's a very depressing item. And kind of like a... Wait, what am I... My eyes are playing some tricks on me, man. I don't know what's going on right now. Alright. That's cool. I think I am gonna check out this room. Damn it. Kinda was hoping that wouldn't happen, but that's okay. I didn't lose too much. Alright, so now I get to fight the boss and double reroll something. I still might buy that key, actually, based on the money I have. Adversary sucks a bit of ass. It's not like his main hobby, but it's like kind of a side thing, you know? I'll consider that. Right, I already got in there. Okay. That's much better. Okay. So what do I want to do? Probably just buy this, and buy that, and say fucking soup. Peace! And you know what? I'm gonna take this opportunity to crack open a nice chill can of Dr. Pepper. Oh, baby. I really hope that sounds good on mic. I can't imagine it doesn't. Cracking open a can of anything sounds fucking great on mic. And as long as you don't think about that in the context that mic would be a person, like the name of a person rather than a microphone, as long as you don't think about it in that context, then, you know, everything's fine and regular. However, if you do attribute that context to the situation, then it becomes a bit more weird. Not just weird, like kind of a level of fucking weird. But that's okay. Sometimes you can be a little fucking weird and everything is... Alright, it'll work out, I promise. Sharp plug sounds awesome. I would like one more penny, please. Anywhere. Just give me a penny. These aren't pennies. The one time I want not keys, it's like, hey, have a trillion keys. Oh, that's fucking rad music. I know I just said rad completely unironically. Don't just... I'm a monster, okay? Like, that's all I can conclude. There is a penny there. I will be taking it. More keys. I mean, I'm not complaining, but... I'm kind of complaining, but... Dugga-dugga-dugga-da. Shugga-dugga-dugga-da. There's 2 spirit hearts in this room, right? Because of the bombs? Yeah. Oh, there's a really cool bug that I think I'm gonna try and show off probably. Let me do that actually. Very recently discovered, thanks to some stumbling about by Northern Lion, as a lot of things, you know, that's a way a lot of things become discovered, but let's see if we can pull it off. So this is really fucking weird, and you're gonna be like, what the fuck is he doing, right? But listen to me, alright? There's a way that this can work. Very fucking cool. Alright, let's just call it there. So we got 2 spirit hearts out of that. See? There's still a spirit heart there. I picked one up. Alright, well, we got 2 spirit hearts out of 1 fire. Now that's literally impossible in the game, in the intended fashion. So why did that work? Well, it's very cool because basically it kind of... Oh god, yes. Oh god, yes. Okay. But it can lead us to the conclusion that the rolls on fires giving spirit hearts, at the very least, that is random. Right? And obviously, no, but like, on each attempt it is a random thing. It's not guaranteed fact. When you enter a room that has a blue fire in it, when you drop a bomb, somebody else playing on the same seed wouldn't have the same result. They could, but that's just chance. So it's random on every attempt, if that makes sense. Which is interesting, because we collectively, as like a community for this game, kind of reached the conclusion a long time ago that pretty much like 99% of things were seeded, right? And there were certain things that weren't, but in terms of drops and such, it was seeded, and obviously depended on certain stats. But if 2 runs did the exact same stuff, all the way through, then they would be identical, right? But that's definitely not the case based on that conclusion alone, which is neat. It's just interesting. It's not supposed to be groundbreaking. It's just an interesting idea. And I guess to some extent it kind of is groundbreaking, depending on your definition of groundbreaking. But it's very interesting. That much is definitely true. I will open these. So these should be identical. That is how... they're not. That's not a good spot for that. Ah, dicks! I knew it! Fuck! Alright. Let's fight the boss first. Yeah, I'm not to your side, bud. That's okay, though. I forgive you. I don't think a range up is really what I'm in the market for. I don't think a shovel is what I'm in the market for. I do think a Guppy's Paw is something I'm in the market for. I will tell you that. I might be in the market for some underwear. You don't know me. You're not God. I'll just blow it up. Okay. So here's the plan. I'm going to use this once, now that I can, without fucking myself over. Which I should have avoided the first time, but yeah, whatever, shit happens. I missed out on one reroll. Oh, whoops. It's okay. So, the plan is going to be reroll the Devil Deal item, not the Guppy's Head. By the way, this is the room layout that the thing was discovered. In fact, if I walked through the fires, because you can diagonally cross those fires, by the way, without getting injured, just kind of like spikes. But that was the room layout that the thing was discovered in. And it was discovered because of the red chest dropping. Okay, well, I'm just somehow incredibly perfect at luck. So, bow down to me, or something. I am Guppy. There's like one spirit heart. Yeah, okay. But basically it was discovered because Northern Lion did the diagonal firewalking. It popped open 2 bombs, and he got 7 spirit hearts out of those 4 fires, which is a very unique outcome. And the fact that, what the sure, yeah, hop on more Guppy. But the reason, like, it's such a unique thing, right? You think somebody else would have noticed that at some point, because people have done the firewalking to get to that red chest before. But it's so interesting because apparently nobody got double bombs, or they didn't pay attention, or the double bombs didn't drop more than 4 spirit hearts. Which is the interesting part. That's the most interesting part about the whole situation, I think. Aw, damn it. Yeah, I guess we'll reroll the Devil Deal. It's probably a bit more important. Nah, whatever. But it's so interesting that the game has been out this long and that glitch was just discovered a couple days ago. Oh, and by the way, sorry, I completely blanked on the actual, like, true explanation behind the thing. I just kind of explained why it was cool. Basically, what happens is the independent events of multiple bombs exploding, hitting the same fires, each of which destroy a fire because it's simultaneous. They're not even separated by a single game tick. They're actually all synced, right? When you do it properly, of course. Now, normally, the game would have some kind of, what do you call it? Like a switch, like a safety sort of precaution to prevent simultaneous actions from duplicating events. But, for some reason, there isn't one of those things in Isaac. at least not in this circumstance, which is neat. So each singular bomb placed will flag an independent roll on the dropping of spirit hearts. So that's pretty much it. That's how you can get more than one spirit heart out of a single fire, which is neat. It's such a cool thing. And I'll be very upset if it gets patched. But luckily, Edmund and the guys at Nicalis have a history of leaving things that are not inherently game-breaking in the game, even if it wasn't intended. Which is cool. It makes me like them a lot better as developers. Because I hate, like, Nintendo's stance on glitches in their game. It's like, well, it ruins the game experience. This isn't what we intended. Yeah, but the only people who see it are the people who go out of their way to see it. Like, for the example of storage in Wind Waker. Like, no casual player is ever gonna come across it, nor will they be able to even begin to theorize how to work it out. Like, how it happened. They'll never be able to replicate it. It'll happen once, and they'll be like, oh, that's weird, and then they'll quit the game, come back in, and it's fixed, right? Because if it even impedes their progress, sometimes it wouldn't even do that in a lot of cases. Or, you know, whatever, right? They wouldn't give a shit. It wouldn't even exist as far as they're concerned, right? But then Nintendo's like, well, it would ruin the game experience. Fuck you. No, it doesn't do anything aside from increase the interest in the game, right? It's a purely beneficial glitch. It's not an exploit. I mean, I guess technically it depends on the definition you're using of exploit, but it could be. But it's not one that is easily accessible and can be, what's the word? Not unanimous. It's, damn it. It's like a word for, like, I use the word actually all the goddamn time, and it's bothering me that I can't find it. But it's basically a word that it is, oh, ubiquitous, right? It's not like a ubiquitous exploit. It doesn't make every single part of the game easier. It makes certain parts of the game easier with very specific circumstances that have to be met after performing the glitch, which is not necessarily easy. So there you go. Sure. I kind of wanted to not reroll at all, but then I already hit the button, so oops. And to those wondering what ubiquitous means, it's basically more or less what I described. Something that is kind of ever-present. So, like, I don't know, like, I guess Coca-Cola is ubiquitous. McDonald's is ubiquitous, just for, like, you know, easy understanding. But those are, like, much worse examples. Ubiquitous would be much better suited for something like an exploit that allows you to make the whole game easier. For example, like in The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, there is a very ubiquitous exploit known as the Infinite Sword Glitch, which would make every part of the game easier if you knew how to utilize it correctly. But that also makes the speedrun just better, so I don't actually see a problem with it existing, even if it is a ubiquitous exploit, as it is. It's very, I don't know, it's such a weird subject, the subject of glitches. Because everybody's got their opinions on the matter, and game developers tend to be anti-glitch, while game players tend to be pro-glitch, just in general. I'm not even talking just speedrunners. For example, in World of Warcraft, that's a very good example. Lots of people, for a long time, just spent a lot of their time just trying to exploit it, try to get out of the bounds of the, I brought the left hand down to the chest, try to get out of the bounds of the intended game world, right? Like, there was one when I played that everybody loved to do. where you could get under Orgrimmar, which is a really sweet one. It was really cool. Obviously, there's trillions of ways to get under. Oh God, yes. Under Stormwind. I think they still exist even today in fucking Warlords of Draenor. And like that sort of stuff, right? And you're not seeing anybody going to forums about World of Warcraft and being like, "This is ridiculous! How does this glitch that allows you to get under major cities still exist? It's been here for 10 years, Blizzard." Nobody's saying that. Because who gives a fuck? The only people who care about it are the people who think it's fucking cool. So let it be a thing that people can mess with. That sounds fine to me. It's not hurting anybody at all. All it's doing, oops, I didn't actually want to take that, but it's fine. I did need bombs actually, so maybe it'll be okay. Get over here. Yeah, don't kill him. He's my ticket. My ticket out of this joint. And like that's one thing that I've also I always kind of hated about Blizzard was the fact that when people used glitches at all, they were like banned. Like no glitches. Our game is perfect. I don't know if that's what they were like truly thinking. I have no clue about their thoughts on the matter. All I know is that they were very willing to ban people who used glitches and exploits. I don't actually want these. I don't think I need them. I think it's much more interesting to reroll and see what I get. So, for example, there was apparently, I didn't know this at the time. This is around the time I was kind of getting burnt out on WoW. Was Lich King. The ICC, you know, had come out, and it was a very early Lich King kill. Oh, sorry, there's a fucking gnat or something in here, and it's annoying me. But there was a glitch, right, that caused... I don't know exactly what it was. It was like bombs or something. I think rogues had to do with it. I don't fully remember the story, but basically, there were platforms that were supposed to fall, decreasing the area that you were able to fight in, right? Making it progressively harder as the fight went on, because there was less and less area in the room. And there was a skill that rogues had that, at the time, broke the platforms and basically made them come back and made the fight more or less trivial. And these guys, unknowingly, they didn't even know this thing existed. They just were like, oh, okay, the platforms are coming back. That's interesting. And then they just went with it. And then Blizzard was like, they banned all of their accounts for like a month. Like, not a permaban, but like they were banned. Took away the achievement and all the loot that they got. Just because these people were doing completely irregular things, nothing out of the ordinary. And it just so happened that it exploited a line of code that Blizzard didn't know was in their game. And then they were like, no, and then just slapped them. It's stupid. That's dumb. That's a stupid model. Like, if they knew about it, right, if it was a thing where you had to go through, you had to jump through hoops to make this exploit happen, that's a different story. I still think that there shouldn't have been a ban or anything like that, even if that were the case, even if they jumped through hoops, but that's because I'm a filthy speedrunner and I like exploiting games and hitting one button to win them or something. Whatever the hot memers are going with nowadays. But, like, even if that were the case, right, if they did have to jump through hoops to reach the exploit, then it's a different story. Then I probably can understand Blizzard's stance on the matter. But at the end of the day, it's still, like, really fucking dumb. I don't know. And I do remember I have Sharp Blood. Don't worry about that. I just had to get an even amount of charge. So I don't know. That's the main thing that I've really hated about Blizzard in the past. I just want this run to look fucking sweet as hell. I mean, obviously, like, we are A1, so it's not like I'm getting anything out of I'm not getting anything out of this aside from the coolness factor. So I'm taking this, and then I'm taking this because that will increase all my stuff. You know what? Give me a Mountain Dew laser. Hit me up with that shit. That hot It's not Mountain Dew. It's still purple. All right, whatever. You know what? That's cool. Blip, 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 blip. That was a sweet run. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, please be sure to leave a like. It does help me out a great deal, and subscribe if you haven't already, just so you can see more Isaac in the future, and maybe some other games as well. I'm gonna drink this Dr. Pepper as this video uploads. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Ha! I'm Markiplier. That's my Markiplier impression, by the way. Isn't it great? I actually like Markiplier. I think he's a cool dude. Anyway, bye!